Gaffer, we've got another game to look forward to, and we go to Rochdale in the Leasing.com Trophy tomorrow night.
It's a good game. We've got a game today. We're playing Hull in the under-23, so I plan to use all the players that we have available over the two games. They're both very important for development and continuation of the players learning and adapting to the way that we do things in and out of possession. But I'm sat here 4 weeks into the job, and I'm happy with the progress that the group's making, and it's 4 weeks since we took over, and there's been massive progress made over the course of the last 3 games. We've certainly looked more solid, conceding less goals. We've only conceded 1 open play goal in the last 3 games. Obviously we conceded a late penalty against Sunderland, but I think on Saturday was the first from open play. I think against Portsmouth the first half was the best I've seen us play, and when I say see us play, I think we controlled the opponent in and out of possession, and it's a question of progression from that, and the progression will come with fitness, and it's difficult to get our players up to the type of speed that we need to when all the opponents are at a different threshold than us. And in an ideal world this would be week 4 of a pre-season, but it's week 4 of our season, and continued development and fitness development, and also being mindful that we have to play games as well. So the players at this moment in time, some of them aren't robust enough to the physical demands of a 90-minute game. Thibaut, for example, he's not robust enough coming from 23s football to withstand the physical impacts of the game in League One. I don't want to be in a position where I'm having to take Thibaut off. For 2 games he's had to come off physically. On Saturday he was carrying a dead leg and he was limping around the pitch. I don't want our wide players to be responsible for us to concede more goals. I want our attacking wide players to create goals, score goals, but they have a function to do for the team. And it's important that every player remembers that without the ball they've got a massive function to do, but with the ball they have to be creative, they have to score goals, they have to create opportunities. That's the demands of wide strikers, wingers.
Rochdale is of course a club you spent many years there as a player and a manager. Is that an extra reason to look forward to tomorrow night for yourself?
There's no extra reason for wanting to be involved in any football match. I have a massive passion for the game, a massive passion for Bolton Wanderers FC to develop, and it's an opportunity to develop. It's an opportunity to go back to one of my older clubs and reacquaint ourselves with some football friends. But I'm looking forward to watching us, see us develop and put into practice the values that we're trying to integrate into the players on the practice field, on the training pitch. But I'm looking for development from the players individually. The small margins that win, lose or draw a game, they have to be evident now, because 45-minute clean sheets, 3 in a row, good first half performance, good 60-minute performance. We have to progress from that. We have to be more robust individually, mentally more robust. We have to be box clever, with respect to decisions that we make, slowing the game down, speeding the game up, and that's where we have to progress. And like I said, it's been a great 4 weeks, but a reminder, that we've still got a lot of work to do.
Is tomorrow an opportunity to give some of the first team players a rest?
No. No rest.
I guess it is an opportunity though for some of the younger players to come in and show you, their capabilities. I
think over the 2 games, we've got a game tonight. There'll be a mixed, both teams will be mixed with respect to selection, and I plan to utilise the full squad, barring 1 or 2. But again, I'm taking both games serious from a development point of view, and we've got to have a winning mentality point of view. We're doing good. The players are responding well. We've got to take the next big steps. We're looking, the shape's good, the discipline's good, getting better. We need to now start, well, we don't need to, we want to. There's an urgency to. We want to become, you know, a football team, a football club that the opponents fear. And we're starting seeing signs of that. We've got to take the next steps. But we've got to be patient with that. We've got to be mindful that we've took massive strides, and now the small steps, we can't force them. Don't force it. You know, make sure that we lead the players into making better decisions. The smaller decisions, the important decisions, they have to be calculated, they have to be calm, they can't be forced, they can't be full of aggression, can't be full of anger. We have to make sure that we're delivering the key decisions with more clarity.
The young players who are selected tomorrow night to play at Rochdale, I guess it's also an opportunity for them to come into your thinking for first team selection going forward.
I need to see more, I do. I'm not sat here as a moaning manager, I'm demanding. I need to see more from the young players. The culture has got to change. It's got to change from, you know, I'm in at 7 o'clock. I'd expect some of the younger players to have the same mentality, to work harder, to be more demanding on themselves, to create an opportunity. I don't give things out, I'm not a charity. So the players have to earn the opportunity. Attitude reflects leadership. Their application has got to be better. Standards in and around the training ground from the young players have to be more respectful of their environment that they're in. We're in a footballing environment, we're in a footballing industry. It doesn't start when you're 23, it starts when you're 16, it starts when you're 14. If you're a 14-year-old and you're listening to this interview and you're in my academy, you've got a chance of playing, being fast-tracked. So show me where you are, you know, when you play, when you're in and around our environment, because I love great attitudes. And then when I've got a good attitude, I can work with, you know, a talented football player. And it's no good waiting 23 and you've not even made 10 appearances in the Championship or League One. That's a red flag, that's an alarm bell to me as a manager. Coming into an environment where that's the case doesn't fit in with my criteria. Young players, you mentioned young players, 17, 18, young players who I can guide. At 23, you might be sort of fixed in the way that you do things, hard to change. You know, it's the younger generation of players. The 23-year-olds, they're not young players to me. The 23-year-olds should be an established 100 league games under the belt players for me. That's where we need to get. My mentality of this football club is to change the way that we do things with respect to bringing and guiding young players through. So you're not young at 23. You should be an established player.